Hi, Anna from Flowing Purpose here. I wanted to do today a short meditation with you about self-worth. So go ahead and find a comfortable position and close your eyes. Observe the breath in your body. And you can put the hands on your belly and feel the breath going deep inside the body. And let thoughts come and go. For this meditation, we focus on the breath and on the questions that we pose. But stray thoughts are not important for now. And observe how does it feel here now in the body, connected to your breath. Is there a feeling of ease or dis-ease? And observe that in this present moment, there are bodily sensations arising effortlessly. There is effortless awareness of sound. In your environment, this voice, and even sound from inside the body. All this is noticed effortlessly in the awareness that you are. And notice that in the present moment, everything can appear as it is. Even if there is discomfort, even if there are heavy emotions, they are seen and observed completely effortlessly from your true nature. And from your true nature, we can inquire. What is the feeling of self-worth? Self-worth for the individual can feel fragile. And the fragility is based on the fact that the self-worth comes from external conditions. Consider in your life, what are the conditions that you base your self-worth on? And you don't need to think about it. Just pose this question and let the answer arise spontaneously. Maybe suddenly you know what the answer is. It could be that a memory surfaces. Push nothing away. Just be here now, open and receptive. And if you have received your answer, consider the truth in that. Consider if your self-worth is indeed based on the condition that you identified. In my case, self-worth was based on achievement. Achievement, especially academic and career achievement, were the two things that the self-worth was based on. And can you feel how shaky this basis of self-worth is? Can self-worth be based on the condition you identified in your case? And see in your direct experience how this condition is bound up with a self-image that you have developed through your life of who you are and especially who you're supposed to be. There is no blame or shame in this. neither towards yourself nor towards others, for example, parents. And consider now, in this moment, is this self-image something that resonates, something that you are? Or can you see that that's a story? A story that has been repeated many times. And now is living a life of its own. And the good news is that in any moment, you can choose no longer to believe this story. And there is absolutely no reason that you should be afraid of that, to withdraw your consent from the story. Because life is there to catch you. There are two possibilities. Living life from the story, where it seems that we're only chasing the next thing that hopefully will make us feel better, that would satisfy this self-image that we have so believed in. Or choosing no longer to believe the story, in which case we sink deep into the movement of life as it wants to express through us. We have never been this story, and there never was any need to base our self-worth on these conditions within the story. And even if we have believed our whole life that we're not smart enough, or good enough, or pretty enough, or whatever it may be in your case, in order to satisfy this ideal, and in order to finally feel at peace, the unshakable self-worth is not to be found there. By seeing these conditions clearly, by seeing their absurdity, the absurdity of basing our self-worth in them, is completely sufficient to disconnect from the story and land in our true being. As you sit here, perhaps the body has relaxed. Perhaps there are less thoughts, or thoughts have disappeared. And consider this as you sit here. Are you aware as you sit here? Do you exist? An awareness of your being, an awareness of awareness, are so self-evident that they cannot be questioned. And it is from this ground of being that the natural blossoming of your talents occurs. And the natural blossoming of your talents and any achievements that may come from that are completely unrelated to self-worth, which is intrinsic and completely innate in the state of your being. And from this perspective, it does not make sense to talk about high self-worth, low self-worth. There is a palpable feeling and a direct experience of unconditional self-worth, intrinsic to your being. Incomparable. And let your mind not take hold of these words and interpret them. Don't go into analysis. There's not much to be found there. Let the experience of the moment guide you. And as you open your eyes, feel in the present moment. How do you feel? Maybe you're aware of a sense of calmness, peace. Maybe a subtle feeling of joy. And these are all indications that you're moving in the right direction. Not really moving, more looking in the right direction. So feel free to do this meditation whenever you find yourself believing in the story. And regularly disconnecting from the story. Not through effort, but just simply through letting it go, will have amazing results. And if you take this process and make it your own. You don't need to listen to this meditation. Just sink back into your true nature. And from there, observe the thoughts which may invite you to identify with the story and the false sense of self-worth that's bound up with it. Do not believe it. Smile kindly at it. And trust life to show you the next step. Thank you for your participation, and I'll be very interested to hear what your experience with this meditation is. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.